Hey, welcome to the Duel Opposites channel. It's Ben here as always, and I'm here with
Taj.
So I really quickly ran into a theme for today. It was off the top of our head because we didn't have anything prepared, but our childhood zombie apocalypse survival plan. I'm sure that like every kid who likes zombies or liked that kind of movie had thought of, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, what would my plan be? And you know what? I'm pretty sure every kid had this thought, and it was always a very stupid fucking plan.
Oh my god, the fact that you say childhood, man, you know it's gonna be some bullshit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh man.
So I figured we'll go through a few like basic scenarios for what you might have wanted to do whenever you were a kid. If you want to relate it to now, that's fine, but I'm sure that thinking back to what would I have done as a kid will probably come up with a pretty good idea of what we were doing. So, area 1, I think is going to be an obvious one. We're going to say, like, school.
School, so we're at school.
So, like, yep. So,
oh, shit.
You're in the middle of, like, I'm just going to say fucking chemistry class or whatever. Mm. And then they do one of those intruder drills. Because they think it's just intruders. Zombies have broken into the fucking school. And they just start fucking people up. Alright, so think back to, like, your basic science classroom.
Alright, so my science classroom, I remember it was upstairs. Alright, so we already had, like, there was 2 ways to get upstairs. There were, like, 2 sets of stairs on either side of, like, a wing. And then the middle was actually, like, a big ramp that, like, went in, like, a zigzag pattern. Oh, my God. This is bringing it back to the memories. Zombies break into the school, bro, barricading ourselves in the classroom, bro. We got chemicals in there.
What kind of? You guys had like an
actual fucking laboratory in there, bro. Like it was like some chemicals that shouldn't like be allowed. Our teacher brought them from his house.
Oh, that sounds like a whole different fucking issue.
Yeah, so it was just like hydrochloric acid and like other things like that. It's just like what the fuck? Like why are 7th graders using this shit? But we had some ammunition.
Okay, so to make things simple, we're going to say the Walking Dead approach to a zombie, except not everybody's infected right off the bat. So, you have to get bit, blood, that kind of thing. But they don't sprint, they're not particularly strong or smart. They're just like your standard undead zombie. So they're not like a virus zombie from Left 4 Dead or some shit like that.
Alright. The good thing about our school is that the way how the classrooms are built, so you see like your generic ceiling tiles, we had concrete walls between every classroom, but the ceiling tiles, you could just like literally enter another classroom through the ceiling tiles.
Oh shit.
So like
were they strong enough to support your weight?
So I remember grabbing on because there's been a couple times where I've poked my head up through the ceiling tiles and like just like looked around. I'm like, oh, that's the other classroom over there. You can grab the electrical stuff and it can support your body weight, but if you actually like step on the ceiling tiles, no.
But I guess on paper, if you're like close enough to the wall, you could like kind of up and over the wall.
Kinda.
Because the way I'm envisioning it is we have ceiling tiles in the room that we're currently in. Is if you were to lift up these closest ones that are closest to the wall and lift up the one after it, you could just hop up and over the wall and go into the next room. Yeah. That's basically what it is.
I feel like at that point, like, if we were in there for an extended period of time, because on that wing too was the home ec class. So they had like the ovens and other things in there, microwaves. There was food in the fridge. I remember it was always stacked because lunchtime she would sell snacks. Our home ec teachers. So, I mean, we would have lasted a while before.
So obviously we got barricade, and you said you were going to do chemical attacks.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Chem fight, and you had food already in the room.
Yep, food and water.
Are you like... How are you approaching everybody else in this scenario? Because obviously there's going to be massive amounts of distrust.
Oh my
doing
god!
Like some imposters among us type shit.
Jeez.
Where you're like, We were just at recess. One of you motherfuckers must have been bitten.
Oh, fuck. There were some shady people in my class. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My class, it was filled with some little fucktards. But I'd say for the most part, I have general trust in people. We also wore short sleeve shirts. Like, everybody had a uniform.
Oh, so you could probably get a good idea if somebody was bitten.
Yeah, so like, you know, the girls wore plaid skirts with a white top, and then guys wore a white top with maroon pants.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it would be pretty easy to see if someone was bleeding or got bitten, and at that point, it would be like some fucking Salem witch trial.
Burn that motherfucker this day.
Bro, we had the chemicals to do it.
Depending on, like, I'm thinking back to my main elementary childhood memories that I had.
Mm-hmm.
That was a stupid way to introduce that. Depending on the class that I was in, there might have been a kid with like shanks.
Oh shit!
Because we had a metalworking class, but we didn't have high quality metal, so people would just try and home make knives. They weren't trying to like use them in. Well, they might have, but the main idea wasn't to use them in the school, but people wanted to make their own knives so that way they could bring them home and be like, oh yeah, I made this in metalwork. But they're always like shitty prisoner style looking shanks.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
they use like paracord wrappings around the handle.
Oh Lord.
So I guess depending on where I was at, I might be in a classroom with somebody who had shanks.
I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say it's a bad thing, just because of the school I went to. Let's see here. Teachers are every man for themselvesing us once they realize it's not your average intruder. So, teachers be gone.
I mean, if the teachers were with us, I would.
On paper, you have one.
If it's my science teacher, man, I'm gonna act up, man. Always science.
You're gonna act up.
My science teacher was bad. Like, she was like a 10, like straight up. She was like 25.
Oh dear.
Just out of goddamn college. Oh my God.
You're turning this into a whole different thing.
I know, but you know, when it comes to survival.
in 10 to 15 years, I'll be ready to reproduce.
Dude, man, Lord, man, the amount of porn I probably watched in my life was it.
All right.
Couldn't compare to that moment right there.
That's sticking in the pot. Let's see. In terms of food or water, you fucking jack. In terms of food or water, vending machines didn't really work at our school.
We didn't have vending machines. That was the problem. It's like,
we had them, but they were like second-hand vending machines.
Shake them, bitch.
So maybe
get a
food.
Well, I mean, you could get like a pipe and just at that point just be like, grab and go.
There was one time I was in like after school suspension all the fucking time because I was a little bastard.
Oh jeez.
And so I just have to I had quarters with me all the time, and they get eaten by that fucking vending machine.
Oh, you had that kind of vending machine.
Just all the fucking time, dude. So it'd be like, that'd be my only source of food because my grandma didn't really send me to school with food for the day. It was like kindergarten, preschool age or somewhere in there, and my grandmother had sent me to school with a bag of the Scooby-Doo gummies.
Oh god,
and that's what I had for lunch.
Oh, that was your lunch. Oh,
I'm sitting down at the cafeteria and I finished the little stupid bag of gummies, and the teacher walks by. She's like, "Where the fuck is your lunch?" I was like,
"What lunch?"
I was like, "I ate it." And I kind of show her the little bag, and she's like, "Fuck no."
Oh god, that's sad. Hilarious, but sad.
That is fucking terrible.
Oh man. Let's see.
Department store.
Okay, so we're low-key kind of lucky because our school is actually next to like one of those little convenience marts.
Uh-huh.
So, and they used to sell chicken and fries and other things like that. Granted, that shit was overpriced like a motherfucker. But prices don't matter in this situation.
No.
When I have a crowbar in my hand. So, we raiding the fuck out of that convenience store, for sure.
Okay, so let's say it is either really or pretty early in the day or pretty late in the evening, so there's not like a lot of people in the department store. And you know how the phone will occasionally do like the alarm that something horrible is going wrong, please stay. Yeah. So that has happened. You are now in a store with, let's say, 15, 20 people.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to use Walmart as our big example, just because that's
fair. That's easy.
That's an easy one to come up with. So you're somewhere in Walmart. You can pick a section if you'd like to start in.
Am I just like by myself or am I with friends?
You could be with friends. Like what scenario? Like on paper, what would be the most likely scenario?
The only Walmart I can map out in my head is the one that I live next to.
The local Walmart.
The local Walmart, just because that's the only one, like, I've, been in more than once.
So is that... We could pick a different store if you'd like.
Oh, God. I mean, it's easy because, like, there's a lot... I mean, the only thing I imagine, if it was that zombie scenario, would just to be, like, barricade all of the doors with like shit. It's like the heaviest shit we can find, like fridges and just.
Okay, so step one in your plan is going to be barricade. I feel like that's probably going to be like the starting thing that you do for every location you're in, no matter what.
Right.
You're picking a weapon of choice.
Ooh, so
just for argument's sake,
mm-hmm.
the dude who works the gun counter is refusing to unlock anything.
Oh, you fucking bitch!
He is a conspiracy theorist. He doesn't believe in zombies. This is all just gonna blow over in a few days. So, the guns in Walmart are off the table.
Are we still buying things? Because at that point, like, fuck him.
They don't have the ability to, like, stop you from taking certain things, but you don't have the gun keys.
Alright. Let's see. I would probably go to the gardening section.
Okay.
Get out a couple machetes and stuff like that. Machetes. Or, the kitchen section, one of those long ass knives. Try to go Rambo. Protect myself here.
So, I don't know if knives are gonna be are you gonna, like, MacGyver something, or are you going straight up a knife?
I low-key actually might make, like, a lance. Or not a lance, a spear type.
Should make nunchucks.
Nunchucks?
Using the Swiffer sweepers.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'd probably tape. I got a shit ton of duct tape and some paracord and shit.
Just to strap
broomstick.
Hey, make a spear.
Yeah. Spear.
I'm trying to think of how the fuck everybody else would act though.
It would be like a lot of most of it. Everybody will think it's bullshit until they actually see it happen.
Because you have the people who aren't gonna believe it at all until they see it. The people who are taking caution but they don't really believe it. Mm. The people who believe it, and then the people who take it too far.
Right.
In their belief.
Yeah. It's kind of just. I feel like most people would kind of just be like, ooh, that's weird, and then just hope it blows over.
Do you think in an official capacity, like news outlets, your phone's giving you statements that this is happening, do you think that would sway people a little bit, or do you think they're still gonna be?
Most people are gonna go home.
They're gonna try and go home?
Most people are gonna be like, okay, either drop all this shit right now and dip out, or get what I get and go home. And I'd say by 7 o'clock in the evening, there would be mostly no cars on the road.
It depends on how much looting there is.
Right.
Because when COVID hit, that was a different scenario.
Because it was when they did the whole shutdown thing. That's when a lot of looting happened.
Yeah. And when COVID hit, they did banked up on toilet paper and water bottles, but it's fucking terrible.
So fucking stupid. I was actually working at a grocery store when COVID hit. So, I had to deal
with all that shit.
And it was just not great. I mean, I got like crazy tips sometimes, but
I was still working for Homeland Security when it happened.
Lucky bastard.
See, my department plans. I think I want to Home Alone the Walmart.
Home Alone the Walmart. I was thinking the same thing, but then I was like, maybe barricade is better. But just imagine like a bunch of fucking booby traps, dude, just everywhere. Just like they try to, but then I feel like they're just overtaken by swarm.
It really depends on the size of the horde.
I don't think where we're at.
There's not a super large population.
Right.
So maybe the hordes wouldn't necessarily be gigantic. But if you could barricade first and then do a Home Alone thing, then you at least have a second line of defense before it gets straight into you.
Right. Like the city that's kind of close to us. Imagine if that shit happened in there. It'd be like,
that's a whole different fucking problem.
Yeah,
Do you know what the walking distance is on that?
What, from here to?
From here to there.
Oh.
Off the top of your head?
So I know how many miles it is. It's 100 and 136 miles?
How fast can the average human being walk there?
It's like...
I'm gonna do a quick little Google search.
Yeah. I mean, you could actually type in, whatever destination. And
that's what I'm doing. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I've just picked this location. How do I fucking check? How do I change it to walking?
You know what? Let me do it on my phone because
yours does that.
Yeah, Apple gives you all of that.
It's sometimes it gives us the options, and then other times it just says fuck you. Because the way that I'm thinking about this is, whenever we get onto the home section of this conversation, when you're just like at home, you have that much time to prep before a city horde runs through.
No, they won't let me walk. That's actually okay. Let me do cycle. Okay, so apparently cycling, if I had a bicycle, would be 16 hours and 37 minutes.
Should we just say 30 hours?
Yeah.
30-hour walk?
Yeah, so a day and change.
Okay, so you have 30 hours to prepare your home for a city horde.
Oh, so they're coming. Jeez.
You bringing up the city made me think of a different scenario, so.
Oh, man.
City horde is brushing through.
Dude, at that point, I would drive to somewhere else.
You don't feel like you can defend this area too well?
No, I would drive to out of state, up to another state.
Okay.
That would be my first line of defense.
I think I'm gonna, assuming that the internet is still working, I'm gonna start Googling like Vietnam tactics and just make tunnels.
Oh shit. Okay, it depends on what the horde does. Like, does the horde just kind of run through the city and get who they can get and then pass by?
Yeah, they're just passing through.
Oh, so I thought they were fucking Vikings and looking for.
No, it's not a seek and destroy. They're going from their city to the smaller city that we're near. They're just walking from point A to point B. Whoever they find when they're walking through, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not specifically seeking people out. It's just make too much noise if you're seen on the street.
Some fucking Silent Hill type shit.
Silent Hill.
Alright. So for me, my apartment complex actually has a laundry thing underneath of it, and it's below the ground. So I'm thinking that would be my safest bet, honestly. Then and my apartment is literally right above my thing, so I feel like I could punch a hole. I have a sawzall.
I'm sorry, I'm just envisioning you in your apartment punching the ground to try and tunnel to it.
I feel like I could, man. This shit's old as fuck. I fucking feel the boards walking when I'm walking through that shit. But I feel like if I take a sawzall to it, I could get through it within like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
I have like a basement apartment.
You do have a
so
basement apartment.
The windows would be less of a problem, but at the same time I'm fucking underground, so there's nowhere to go.
Right.
If I get in trouble, because there's less exits in a basement.
Right. Barricade.
Barricade.
Just don't make sounds. It's like some school shooter tactics, you know.
All right. What are you using in your home to defend yourself if they happen to come in?
So I have a snake and a lizard. I'm just fucking around.
Would you like me to add snake and lizard onto your defensive strategy?
Why not?
It's distraction.
In all actuality, I have a mop and a couple super long knives.
Okay. So snake and lizard, mop, and knives are added onto your defending yourself list.
I do have aerosol and a lighter. I don't know.
You can make a flamethrower.
Yeah, just make a MacGyver flamethrower. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I have. You know, I was gonna purchase one of those like katanas. But I just never got around to it. It would be kind of cool if I had a katana. Just
like one of the katanas from the Asian gift store?
Yeah, but I'll sharpen it.
Okay.
I feel like it lasts a while.
They don't sharpen very well, but you can still fuck someone up with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking whack. Whack with a semi-sharp, dull piece of metal on the head.
I mean, it's comparing like a metal bar to a katana-shaped piece of metal. You're still gonna, slice someone up.
I'd probably slice or badly bludgeon somebody. So I mean, if these zombies kind of have like human-ish, reactions to shit. Like,
well, just think Walking Dead zombies if you're familiar at all.
Right. Like they have like human durability basically. Like if you whack them in their head hard enough, they'll fucking die. The longer that the zombies are alive, the squishier their bones get. So they'll actually be easier to take down the longer they're alive. Alright, cool. Alright. Go out butchering. Alright, just be Billy the Butcher.
Fuck somebody up.
Fuck somebody up, cuz.
You've been to my house, I have a pretty substantial...
Oh yeah, you're fucking good. He said that. I ain't even gotta wonder. This man got the arsenal.
I have a substantial amount of guns and sharp objects.
Shit, I might just fucking head over to your place.
You open the door and I have Bugs Bunny with the shotgun pointing at the...
Oh god. Just fucking eviscerated. Jeez.
Shit, I don't know.
God.
Does your battle strategy change if it's a different kind of zombie?
Yes, greatly. It's like a seek and destroy type of zombie, bro.
Let's say, have you seen World War Z?
I feel like, isn't it those fucking zombies that fucking like some of them like huge as shit?
No, World War Z is they're a viral zombie, so they can starve to death, but they run fast as fuck, and they act like ants. Well, they'll clamber to make a bridge to a higher place.
Ah!
You've never seen World War Z?
Nah.
Yeah, no. It's so World War Z zombies. They're like really fucking fast. The zombie turn rate is 12 seconds.
No.
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 So if you get bit, it's 12 seconds.
There's one place I think I'd go for that.
Okay.
It's at the top of where we're at. There's like I think you're familiar with it. Okay, like there's a bridge, and then it's like a building that's like right next to the bridge. It's like a roundabout up there.
Okay.
On top, it's like on top of a hill. But I would go there because it's a brick building. I mean, there's windows.
There's windows.
There's like really big windows, but I think they have like shutters on them, so I could like shut them. So
World War Z zombies, they have like really fucking good hearing. So how they like win the day in the movie is they like blare music in football stadiums, and then they just bomb the football stadiums because they all just gather in the football stadiums and bomb them all at once. Is how they did it in the movies.
Jeez.
It worked pretty well too.
I don't want to see that now. I haven't seen that.
I think I have it on disc. We can watch it later.
Alright. Dude, that's shoot. Now you kind of made me think of Silent Hill.
You know, I've never played Silent Hill before, like any of them. I've seen the first movie.
I've seen the gameplay and the movie. It's just.
Is it too much for you?
No,
it's okay.
I don't think I'd live.
It's not your thing.
I don't think I'd live very long. I think I'd die.
Well, the whole idea of Silent Hill is nobody lives very long. You had brought up a group of zombies that are just gigantic.
Yeah, because I remember there was this fucking I don't remember what game it was. It's fucking like the zombies, and like if you like kill them, they explode.
All right, hold that thought. We were gonna pause.
Yeah, if you kill them, they explode.
Thinking Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I think it was Left 4 Dead.
We're back.
Another really good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place? Those aren't really zombies.
They ain't zombies.
They're aliens.
But it's like...
It's off topic, George, but it doesn't matter.
I feel like it's like almost the same. I feel like that's like... Because the situation they're in is kind of like... You know, if you gave those zombies the hearing that those fucking aliens had...
They get all sorts of like weird ass echolocation. Not echolocation. God, their ears get all like...
Yeah, they like get fucking big and shit, and then it's like a mouth ear.
A mouth ear?
I mean, that's kind of what it fucking was. It's like a big old mouth, and then like it's also how they heard shit. And it'd open up, and then they'd be like, "Where are you, motherfucker?"
I never saw Quiet Place 2. Is it any good?
Dude, that shit's fucking scary as shit. Dude, we gotta see that shit.
Alright, I've
seen it.
I'll put it on the list.
Dude.
We gotta... At this point, we're making a watch list.
We are making a fucking watch list.
So, if you were going to give a twist to the zombie genre, how would you do it?
Twist to the zombie genre.
So, think about it, right? Because obviously zombies are done to death, so you have to add a little twist to a zombie to make it different from everybody else. What twist are you adding to a zombie to make it different?
Alright, so, shoot. If I wanted to live in this world, it would just be that, well, shoot.
Alright, let's say forget living in it, you're just
trying.
making a horrific creature.
Alright, so there's two things I actually, I think would be horrifying.
Okay.
It would be that zombies fucking swim like Michael Phelps.
They just swim real good.
Yeah,
perfect form.
And they don't need to breathe.
They don't need to. Zombies already don't need to breathe.
Right, so like they could basically just like stay underwater and fucking wait you out. And they have like acid breath, so it's like
acid breath.
Kinda, so like
so they don't breathe, but they have acid breath.
Well, not breath, but they could like acid throw up.
Acid spray.
Yeah, like they could like fucking. Like a horde of them fucking throw up on like a brick wall that shit melts down.
Okay.
So it'd just be like, there's no hiding.
I was thinking like they have gopher digging.
Oh shit! Like fucking what was it? Resident fucking Evil.
Yep.
Like those motherfuckers. Yep. Oh my god.
They're just really good at digging.
Oh, that shit brought that some fucking awful memories. I'm just thinking of the one scene the dude is fucking. They're crawling
in the prison.
Yeah, they're crawling through, and then the one dude gets fucking sucked back.
Dude, that is that fucking scene I was telling you about. That's the star power, bitch.
Oh, it was that scene.
That's that same dude.
Dude, that's all I fucking remember from Resident Evil in that fucking movie.
That is a channel staple, by the way. Let's succeed at something and just go, that's right. Star power, bitches.
Star power, bitches. Oh, God.
Yeah, man, giving a zombie the ability to tunnel opens a whole different fucking
Yeah,
can.
it's no fucking hiding, dude. You just see the fucking, just like you see, like you're thinking you're safe, and then you see like the floor bulging in one place. You're like, oh
shit.
Oh shit. That's you're kind of fucked.
Another crazy one would be like zombie tendrils.
Oh,
But like a bunch of them. So they just basically Spider-Man you to drag you closer to them. 30 feet of range or something.
Oh, no, that's just fucked. I'm just fucked.
Because then you got like sharp objects. You can
just fucking chop off the.
You just gotta start.
How fast are they fucking coming at you though? I ain't no anime character. I got one fucking blade.
So we're going with the evolutionary idea where they evolved the tendrils just to be better at hunting. So I'm assuming they're normally slow.
Yeah, I mean they gotta be like
unless they just start swinging on shit.
Yes,
You couldn't see my hand.
Got that one gymnast that became a zombie.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking specked into
whenever you become a zombie, the zombie keeps like whatever you were good at before.
No.
So if you have a bodybuilder, they should still just shrek shit out of the way.
Jeez.
They have the memory to increase their carry and shit.
Like the muscle memory is still there.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Gymnast zombie can obviously do more gymnastic shit. A dead eye.
Oh shit! This fucking
use weapons and shit.
Skeleton in Minecraft. Fucking little bitches don't miss.
They shoot faster when you get closer to them.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. You know what would also be fucking terrifying? Flying zombies.
I think that I don't know. Like wings? Are they? Just hovering.
Oh, I feel like wings. I mean, it'll make it more fair on both sides, just because it'll be like you have somebody with dog shit, and you fucking shotgun them down from fucking what are those things they throw up, the clay disc?
Oh, clay pigeons?
Yeah, bro, the fucking zombie pigeon. Blowing those bitches out the air.
I like the idea that the basic zombie is completely fucking incompetent, and then you have a really, really, really smart zombie that just starts tricking them out with shit. Like a Plants vs. Zombies kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
He's like, hey, I'll teach you how to drive this fucking Zamboni.
Oh. Fucking zombie driving cars. Oh.
That's a whole different problem.
Got like, rest in peace to Ken Block. I love that motherfucker. He was one of the best drivers ever. But just imagine Ken Block as this. Oh, God.
An entire squadron of like tank operators.
Oh!
Working as a team.
Fucked. Oh shit! I don't know what I mean. Honestly, the whole situation is just like scary.
A zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like, there's gonna be like some black plague numbers. Like.
But the thing is, zombies wouldn't even be the biggest issue, because if a zombie apocalypse broke out today, then there'd be and people just started like abandoning their jobs and shit. Nuclear power plants are gonna melt down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well,
it
depends.
Well, a majority of them can self-sustain for a certain amount of time, but you have to maintain it too.
Because most of the times they kind of just like they just stop. You know, because when the fuel runs out, it runs out, and it kind of stops. It's only like if they don't. It's weird because like sometimes it need like critical maintenance where you gotta like pull shit so that it doesn't like, and then other times it's like, you know, if it fucking stops or you know they kind of shuts down by itself. So it's weird.
Well, do you know why they need people to maintain it that much? It's like the cooling level.
Right. You know, so that it doesn't overreact, and then that's how you get it melted. It's just
because there is a certain amount of I have to keep this radiation heat level in between these two diameters. The machine is going to do it by itself, but if something were to kick or something goes wrong, then I have to interact.
Then you gotta do something now. It's like a big game of hot potato.
The universe, the universe's luck of there's a zombie apocalypse. Might as well throw in some nuclear meltdowns.
Radioactive zombies.
Oh, that'd fuck you up too.
Yeah.
Because if you just spend enough time,
like they're behind one door, you're
radiation
behind another.
poisoning.
fucking secondary.
So in that scenario, you can't stay locked behind something for too long. Or
radiation. You gotta be a nomad, dude.
You gotta nomad it, but even then you're in trouble.
I feel like where we're at is actually a pretty decent place to nomad, just because it's just so much.
Yeah, but then it gets cold.
It do get cold.
We in the mountains.
Frozen zombies. It would freeze.
So, whenever there's a few zombie comics that have touched up on it, but whenever you die, you know, your heart's not pumping blood, so gravity just takes it down to your legs.
Oh shit.
So on paper, if it got cold enough, zombies would just have giant frozen blood legs.
Yeah, they just fucking stop. I mean, because if you think about it, the only thing that keeps you from not freezing is a homeostasis, which is like your body, you know, creating the heat.
Body temperature.
Yeah. So it's without that, because they're, you know, dead. Well, undead. They don't got that. So once it gets below, you know, -2, they're kind of fucked.
I mean, winter would definitely be the safer time.
Right. Well, at the same time, it would be hard for just like society in general.
Well, yeah, trying to survive in like colder climates without heating, or you know, generally being able to just stay indoors for the winter, you're more likely to freeze to death. But the zombies are kind of fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked because they're kind of like frozen till spring.
Yeah.
I mean, if they unfreeze, then they're kind of just like, alright, time to get back up and continue doing.
Pretty sure that's what The Walking Dead did, though. Like so many of them just froze in the winter.
Right. At that point, we take like advantage and just like try to dismember them or some shit. You just like
start removing zombies.
I mean, it would be kind of like that would be the time to basically do like, you know, population control of the zombies.
If it were to kick off right now, because right now we're in like the fall.
Right, we're getting.
Do you think there'd be enough time for like some people to just lose their shit, and then even during the winter they won't think about killing zombies, they just want to kill you and take your shit?
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Knowing human, yes.
Yes.
For sure. 100%.
There's a point in this timeline where there's no zombies and it's just people killing people.
Oh yeah, it'll be like that one dude who was like, I don't know, there's a story of a guy in Vietnam and he got separated from his fucking troops, and he was in Vietnam for like, what, 20-something years after the war ended? Some crazy number like that. And bro was like, the war is still going on.
Didn't know the war had ended.
No, did not know the war had ended. And he was like still building shit and booby trapping shit. And he was just living out there, just waiting.
That guy sounds prepared for the zombie apocalypse.
Prepared. More than prepared. Yeah. So, I mean, it's totally possible, especially if that communication gets cut off.
Where we don't know anything about.
Yeah, it's kind of just like what you know is what you know. You know, we're already in a small town, so it's kind of just like that's far away from other shit. You know.
All right. Well, it's about 38.
Yeah.
Do you want to call it right about here?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good cutoff.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. You know what to fucking do.
Subscribe, baby.
Bye, guys.